All right.
Write it down. Are you ready, Deb? Okay. Welcome to the Sarpy County Board of Equalization meeting. Today is October 31, 2023. It is 3:00 p.m. We'll call the meeting to order. A copy of the Nebraska Opens Meeting Act is located on the north wall of the county boardroom. We have present today Commissioners Kelly, Klug, Warren, Mixon, and Burmeister, along with our County Administrator Dan Hoyts, our County Clerk Deb Hotaling, and we have our County Assessor Dan Pittman and our County Treasurer Jeff Mikesell. Please silence all cell phones and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4 is the consent equalization agenda. Would anyone like to see any items removed from the consent agenda or a motion to approve if not?
So move.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Warren. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion passed.
Item 5.1 is tax corrections 17297 to 17299. Dan Pittman, County Assessor.
Good afternoon. Do you have any questions on these?
Any questions for Dan?
Motion to approve
Second.
tax corrections.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
All agenda items having been addressed as published, the Board of Equalization is adjourned and will reset for the Board of Commissioners.
Okay.
Welcome to the Sarpy County Board of Commissioners meeting. It is October 31, 2023. It's 3:03 p.m. We have present today Commissioners Kelly, Klug, Warren, Mixon, and Burmeister, along with our County Administrator Dan Hoyts and our County Clerk Deb Hotaling. We'll start with Commissioners, Administrator, announcements, and comments, starting with Commissioner Kelly.
I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
No comments then. Can I get a seat on that side?
Would you like me to start with Commissioner Mixon next time? Because then I have to remember the names this way, and that's a problem for my brain, so.
Well, are you done, Mr. Warren?
No, I'm done.
Well, Mr. Commissioner Kelly, I guess he was supposed to be Rocky, but he left me hanging, I guess. So, and I should have sent the memo. I think Jim would have been a good Boris, and Angie would have been a good Natasha, and Mr. Klug would be Mr. Wizard. Yeah.
Did you have to look all those up?
No. You want me to sing the little song?
No, that's fine.
Trizzle, trazzle, trazzle, throne. Time for this one to come home. Come on, you don't remember that? Maybe there's some young people in here who'll have to Google Bullwinkle, Rocky and Bullwinkle. But happy Halloween.
Dan?
Leave it on. It's an improvement.
How do you follow that?
Madam Chair, just a reminder that we are having an out-of-cycle special meeting this coming Thursday, November 2nd, 10 a.m., to discuss 2024 legislative priorities.
Okay, perfect. Item 4 is the consent commissioner's agenda. Would anyone like to see any items removed from the consent agenda, or if not, a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
I think I beat you, Don.
Okay, second.
Motion to approve by an ardent Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.1 is possible vacation of 232nd Street, Angus Road, and Lincoln Road, tabled from July 18, 2023, August 29, 2023, and September 26, 2023, was not closed, withdrawn by applicant, no public hearing necessary. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
Thank you, Commissioner. So County Engineer Danny Wilson, his team, and our planning team have been working with the residents in this area along with the City of Gretna on some longer-term planning items. In light of that, the Homeowners Association, who originally requested this road vacation, asked that that be withdrawn at this time while we work through some of those other issues. They'll remain in the loop too as we work through some of this stuff, but we have some longer, like I said, longer term planning stuff to work through with the City of Gretna. I don't believe there's any action that needs to happen. I think it's just officially removed from the board's action item.
Okay, perfect. We will move on then to item 5.2, recommendation to the Liquor Control Commission, DH Events, PKA 88 Tactical for the reconstruction of indoor area speakeasy, approximately 60 feet by 30 feet on the second floor at 15350 Shepherd Street, Omaha, Nebraska, 68138. Zach Winter.
Yeah, hi, Commissioners. My name is Jared Irvine. I'm the general manager of our Omaha facility. I just want to thank you for your time today. And the speakeasy is going to be what our former restaurant was. We're doing a bit of a renovation and turning it into that speakeasy. But then there's also a couple of areas in the building that are our classrooms that we use for private events, and that's where they're getting added on to the liquor license here. But I'm happy to be available for any questions. And again, thank you for your time.
Thanks so much for coming out. Any questions?
No, I'll make a motion to approve the recommendation.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Warren. Any discussion? All those, please vote.
Thank you.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.3 is Resolution 2023-135, create a legislative committee and establish a policy regarding legislative activity, tabled from October 24, 2023. Angie Burmeister, Chairman. So we've actually had a legislative committee that's been kind of working to help the board organize the legislative activity a little bit more and be a little more organized in the process and communication. This is just a policy that we're putting in place to give our lobbyists some guidance and make sure that we're on top of the things that come before the legislature that affect the county, and so we're just creating a policy to try to streamline things there. Any questions?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Warren. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.4 is Resolution 2023-343, interlocal agreement, 2nd Judicial District Veterans Treatment Court with the Nebraska Administrative Office of Probation in Cass County to provide office space and facilities for staff and assistance with the program. And Heather Moran, I think, is going to be our. Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. So I'm Heather Moran. I am the problem-solving coordinator for our Veterans Treatment Court and then our Juvenile Drug Court. We are officially beginning this court tomorrow with our first participant entering. It is with the 2nd Judicial District, which means that we will be covering not only Sarpy County, but we will also be covering Cass County. This is our first problem-solving court for the area doing that, so we are excited to be able to cover and give Cass County the opportunity to send participants up here if needed. We are looking at all veterans that are coming into the court system with a felony that have been diagnosed with either a mental health and or a substance abuse diagnosis. So excited to start and willing to answer any questions that I can for you guys.
Questions for Heather? Can you give us a little explanation of how the problem-solving court work that's different than regular court?
Definitely. So I've been a co-supervisor for the last 3 years in our other problem-solving courts here. I will tell you, this district holds the most problem-solving courts in the state of Nebraska, and I'm very proud of that. Problem-solving courts are for felonies that are in our district courts. It gives those participants an opportunity to get treatment, whether that's some mental health, like our mental health court specifically, substance use, which hits all of our courts, juvenile drug court, and then we also have a reentry court here. It gives them the opportunity to be in front of the judicial system on a weekly basis in the beginning, and as they progress through our program, they are in front of the judge a little bit less. We are able to provide services for them like treatment, transitional living, and the recidivism rate is shown over a lot of studies for problem-solving courts throughout the nation to decrease, which is an awesome thing. We all want that in our community. And really going back to what probation is really establishing safer communities. So it is, I mean, I am proud of the problem-solving courts, not just here, but in the state. I think we give people the opportunity to get treatment and to not come back into our system. So, and I was excited to do the vets court. I will tell you, I started talking about this with our old chief probably 5 years ago. I am Air Force brat, and I call that fondly. Grew up down the street at Offutt from 4 to 23, and then I married a Navy guy, and we retired back into Nebraska after finishing our career of living all over the world. So I am ready to, this county, to give back to people who've given a lot to us throughout their time for serving. So.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Any other questions for Heather?
No, and thank you for your time and investment.
Thank you. And thank you, I truthfully, for all of you guys. We wouldn't be here without you guys. And I am the one who annoys you all the time with invites to our graduation. So sorry about that. But I'll keep doing it.
So Douglas County has a Veterans Treatment Court, correct?
Yes, they do.
So is this the second one in the state, or?
No, actually, this is the fourth one. So Douglas has one, Lincoln, Lancaster County has one, and then Hall County, Grand Island. Okay. So we are actually the fourth one established.
So are we benchmarking their programs, or are we doing something a little different?
I would tell you all four of us are different. We probably line up with Douglas a little bit more on what ours is going to look like. Lancaster, you have to have been combat involved to be in their court. We chose as a team not to do that when we've been meeting for the last year or two. We really wanted to open it up. So ours probably mimics Douglas a little bit more than any of the other courts right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote. Thank you so much, Heather.
Commissioner Burmeister.
I clicked it. Did it not go? I'm a yes.
Okay, I'll put it in for you then.
Yeah, I don't disappear.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.5 is Resolution 2023-350, Administrative Service Agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield for Employee Group Health Insurance and BCS Financial Corporation Stop Loss Agreement for calendar year 2024. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
Thank you, Commissioner. The next 6 items are all related to our health and ancillary benefit renewal this year. Mike Williams and Jim Garbino with First National Insurance Corporation are here right behind me. They snuck up right behind me for this item and can answer any questions that you have, but probably move through these items fairly quickly because there are a lot of them. The first item, as the board knows, we're transitioning from a partially self-funded plan where we were fully insured by Blue Cross Blue Shield and then worked with a partner, Employee Benefit Systems, to partially self-fund and buy down the cost of our deductibles and our out-of-pocket maximum. We'll actually transition from that program to a self-funded program, which means we'll fund the claims directly, we'll pay claims directly through our partner, Blue Cross Blue Shield. They'll act as our third-party administrator, so they will manage all the details of that. We'll mostly just cut a check. And then with this agreement, we will also engage BCS Financial. They're a stop-loss provider, so any claims that we see or experience over $150,000, that will go to the stop-loss provider for them to cover. Finally, with this resolution, it's important for the board to understand we're going to create a new internal service fund. That'll be Fund 590. All the employee contributions towards the health health insurance premiums will go in that fund. That's where we'll pay claims. That's where we'll budget for the claims to be paid. So that will be a standalone fund that will provide the board transparency and a good understanding of money coming in, money going out, and what kind of shape that fund is, and the size of the reserve in there. Happy to answer any questions on the BCS financial and the Blue Cross Blue Shield admin agreement, if you have them on this item.
Questions for Scott?
No questions, but comment. Scott and everyone else from administration, as well as Jim and Mike, appreciate the efforts that have gone into this. It's been a major time investment for everybody involved, but for Jim and Mike, probably especially, as well as some financial investments to help us better understand the risk that's involved with the county on this. Thank you very much.
Anyone want to make a motion?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Mixon. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
Item 5.6 is Resolution 2023-342, HIPAA Business Associate Agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, Inc. for administrative services on behalf of Sarpy County. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
This agreement is just a HIPAA agreement, just outlines the roles and responsibilities of each party on compliance with HIPAA, so that the board knows and our employee base knows we won't actually see the claims. Those will all be handled by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We might be able to see aggregate numbers, to analyze, but all that stuff will be protected information that will be maintained by the health care provider and Blue Cross Blue Shield. And so that just is outlined in this agreement. And on that first item, I forgot to give you the best news, which is we're looking at a 0% renewal, and the employees are obviously aware of that because we've started open enrollment. So 0% on the health insurance.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Warren. Any discussion? Please vote.
Commissioner Warren, did you? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.7 is Resolution 2023-347, First Insurance Group LLC, DBA FNIC Inc., renewal proposal rate packet for Reliance Standard for employee dental, group life, voluntary life, long-term disability, and voluntary vision benefits. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
Mike and Jim did market these ancillary benefits for us this year, which resulted in a 0% renewal for all of them except for dental. We just completed a 3-year rate guarantee program with Reliance Standard. So this year our renewal was 5%. 5% equates to about $25,000 of impact to the county budget, so very minimal impact. But again, in light of the 0% for the health insurance premium, being able to deliver these renewals at 0% outside of dental is very beneficial to the employees.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.8 is Resolution 2023-348, PayFlex Annual Renewal for the Administration of Flexible Spending Accounts in COBRA for a term beginning January 1, 2024 and ending December 31, 2024. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
PayFlex has been our provider of our flexible spending account and our COBRA compliance for many years, and this is a no cost increase renewal to stay with them for another year.
Questions for Scott?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kelly, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.9 is Resolution 2023-349, termination letter with Employee Benefit Systems, EBS, for administration of Sarpy County's partially self-funded health insurance, previously approved by Resolution 2022-292, which will terminate the agreement and allow the transition to a fully self-insured program. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
Sure, about 10 years ago, Mike brought to us Employee Benefit Systems to start the partial self-funding program, which helped us mitigate costs at that time. And Employee Benefit Systems has been a great partner, but they understand that it's time for us to move towards self-funding. And so this is just the termination letter that we'll provide to them to let them know that we're officially going in a different direction.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Klug, second by Commissioner Warren. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carried.
Item 5.10 is Resolution 2023-346, fee-based consulting and services agreement with First Insurance Group LLC, FNIC, for consulting services related to Sarpy County's group medical plan, self-funded insurance program, and oversight of the wellness program in the amount of $21,000 for the first term. Scott Bovick, Deputy Administrator.
Thank you. We wanted to make sure all those other items were approved before we did a renewal with Mike and Jim's. So anyway, we're there. But obviously Mike Williams has been a long-term partner, broker for the county. And I think the fee that we pay Mike is the same as when he first started here with the county. So we get really good service at very low cost. And so this is just a 2-year renewal. We've done 1, 2, or 3-year renewals in the past, and just wanted to make that official that we continue working with these guys and their company for the next couple of years on the same terms and conditions that are in place. So,
Any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Klug. Any discussion? Please vote.
Ayes 5, nays none, motion carries.
For the protection. Oh, yeah, first one. For the protection of the public interest, you'd think I could memorize that. I move that we go into executive session to discuss litigation and pending litigation.
Second.
Motion to go into executive session by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Mixon. Any discussion? Please vote. And we'll leave the
Ayes
room
5,
so you
nays
guys
none,
can stay
motion
if you
carries.
like.
Christine wants to see him. Christine, I told him. So
We're going to the other room?
you got to get him back.
Are we up?
Of course, I did not write down the time. Do you know what it was, Deb?
That was the vote. and-
Hold on, I gotta go back and look. At 3:21.
Thank you. I was pretty good. I was going to guess 3:20.
Did you? Okay, Jose says we can go now.
Okay. It is now 3:53 PM. We went into executive session at 3:21, where our discussion was restricted to litigation and pending litigation. I need a motion that we return to regular
So
session.
moved.
Second.
Motion to return to regular session made by Commissioner Mixon, second by Commissioner Klug. Please vote.
Donald? Ayes 5, nays none.
All agenda items having been addressed as published, the Board of Commissioners is adjourned.